Hi, my name is Virginia Nicholas, and I'm the owner of Moving Breath Pilates and Pilates Core Integration in Tempe, Arizona. Thank you for joining us for our Pilates video shorts. We hope you enjoy these episodes. The first exercise today on the Universal Reformer will be footwork. Begin by lying down onto the reformer. Use the abdominals to curl down onto the bed, drawing the knees in and place the heels onto the bar. Inhale as you press the carriage out and exhale as you return the carriage home. As you're doing this, you're pressing the triceps, the back of the arms, down into the bed. The breath pattern is an inhale as you press the carriage out and an exhale as you bring the carriage in. One final rep, and now we will transition onto the arches of the feet, making sure that there is equal weight on the inner and outer border of the arch as you press out and in. Feeling the connection between the ankles, the knees, and the hips as though you have magnets in all of those places. The next exercise is called bird feet, prehensile, or bird on a perch. The toes are wrapped over the bar. The heels drop under the bar by pressing the backs of the legs down toward the bed, enabling the client to get a very nice calf stretch and a whole stretch on the back posterior side of the body. Pilates V on the toes. Externally rotate the hip sockets. The heels are together and the toes are apart. The knees open out with rotation coming from up in the hip joint. The breath pattern remains the same. The abdominals remain scooped and coming in. The next exercise is what we call releve heel lowers. We begin on the balls of the feet with the heels lifted high, straightening the legs and with control lowering the heels below the foot bar, with control rising to the toes and then bending the knees to the ceiling to bring the carriage home. It's important to watch the alignment on the feet and to make sure that there's a full range of motion working here. The heels stay very high as you press out, lower with control, articulate through the feet to come in, and feel that lift in the knees at the end. Alignment from the hip to the knee to the ankle must be maintained. Wide on the heels. Feeling the pressure by pushing into the heels as you extend out, we have an externally rotated exercise here. This is complementary to some of the other exercises that we've done that have been parallel. It's important not to turn out too much as you do this exercise, but to maintain inside the box. It's just slightly wider than the area of the shoulders as you do this exercise. Corolla Trier heel lowers. Begin with the heels lifted high. Press the carriage out and with control lower the heels. Keeping the heels as low as you can, bring the carriage in and then roll through the ankles to lift the heels. Pressing the carriage out, depress those heels. Bend the knees to come in and roll through the ankles. Now reverse. Dropping the heels down, lengthen the backs of the legs, rising up to the toes and bend the knees to the ceiling to come in, and dropping the heels down, reaching out, rising up, and bending the knees to come in. Now, when you transition into the single leg work, typically we drop off one spring for the client. However, teachers frequently will like to keep the same amount of resistance on, so today that's how we are going to demonstrate it. In the Pilates V position, extending the right leg out over the bar. As you press away, flex the foot, draw the knee in toward the shoulder. As you return the carriage home, articulate through the foot to a point, pressing out and then coming in. It's important to keep both sides of the body anchored here as we start to work some of the oblique abdominals as stabilizers. Changing to the second leg. We always try to reach from underneath the leg, out from under the hip, lengthening the energy out and away from the hip and up and out through the crown of the head. And this is the footwork that we use at Moving Breath Pilates and Pilates Core Integration. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed our Pilates shorts. If you'd like more information on products, workshops, classes, or teacher training, feel free to visit us on the web at www.movingbreath.com. And remember, keep moving.